What's up, guys, and welcome back to That Chick Angel. It's me, Angel, and my youngest baby, Amar Angel Anthony Tanksley. And this is his 2-week update. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Before I jump into his update, make sure if you have not subscribed to my channel already, click that subscribe button as well as the notification button so you can be notified when I upload new content. Oh. He thinks you're a crappy person if you haven't already subscribed. Okay, so little Mr. Amar, I don't even know how much he weighs. The last time he got weighed he was maybe 5 days old. I'll try to, if I weigh him before I edit this together, I'll try to put his weight. But the last time he was weighed, he was weighing, I want to say 6 pounds, 12.5 ounces, which was great because he put on 7.5 ounces from when he was at the doctor's first. So he had lost a pound after birth. And then I put 7.5 pounds back on him with this good old breast milk. He's a very good breastfeeder. He sometimes does something weird, like on my, this might be TMI, on my right boob sometimes, where I'm just like, what are you doing? Where he's not latching at all. It's kind of like he's like talking to the nipple with it in his mouth. I don't know what he's doing, but for the most part, he is a really, really good nurser. As far as in whether or not he sleeps through the night, that is such a difficult question for me to answer because I'm not sure what people truly mean. Is he like having uninterrupted sleep through the night? No, because he does nurse in the night, but does he ever fully wake up? No. So if we're getting in bed at around 10, he does not like wake up for an extended period of time until like 4:30 when my husband's getting ready for work, and that's only for about 10-15 minutes, and that gives me time to like change his diaper. We talk for a couple minutes and then we fall back to sleep, and then we sleep until about 8 after that, 8:30. So and even if even if I don't sleep until then, usually he does. Then once he wakes up after he eats again, he is a quiet, like alert awake. He's not really saying much. He's just like moving his hands, looking around, kind of the way he is now. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, kind of the way he is now. Just really, really quiet and awake. Oh, which allows me to get a lot of stuff done. Oh, he is just rolling everywhere. Which allows me to get a lot of stuff done. Like I'm typically able to wash dishes, like fix breakfast for the other boys, make up the bed. I'm able to get a whole lot of stuff done. And he's usually that way for about an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours of just being quiet. Maybe 2 hours is a bit tad much. So like an hour and a half, just quiet and just looking around. And sometimes he'll just go back to sleep on his own. Other times I might have to nurse him asleep. I don't have him on a nursing schedule. I allow him to eat on command. So whenever he's like bobbing for my nipple, if I'm holding him, or if I see him like searching for things beside his face to eat, I usually nurse him. He does take a pacifier currently. I usually don't let my babies have pacifiers for too long. So he'll definitely, my estimate, if he's like the rest of my kids, he's not going to be on a pacifier for too much longer. He might make it to a month, and that'll be longer than any of his brothers. I've just never been a pacifier type person because I hate having to keep up with a little small plastic thing. I'd rather come up with a different way for him to self-soothe that's not so easy to lose. That's just my thinking on it. He has been taking my pumped breast milk pretty well. He's only had to take 3 bottles since he's been alive. 2 times were when I was away at work, and another time was when my sister was in town. She and I went out for the evening. We were gone for possibly a little over 2 hours, and so he took a bottle while I was gone. Oh, no. So he's had 4 bottles. Where are you going, Bucket? I went to BeautyCon and was gone for 4 hours, and he took a bottle. Your head just going everywhere. When he takes a bottle, he drinks about 2.5 to 3 ounces. So, and I've accumulated a nice stash. So, thank God for that. He throws up pretty much after every feeding, which is not uncommon for my children. Well, one other child did that, Kai. Kai used to projectile vomit when he was an infant all of the time. He outgrew it, I think, at around 4 or 5 months. His is not always projectile, but it is a lot. So we're used to it now because we had it with one of our kids. But when Kai was doing it, we were like, what? Another thing he does that one of our other children used to do, well, it's not that he does it, but it happens. He has clogged like tear ducts. So we have to massage his little tear ducts with like warm rags because it'll get like, he has gigantic eye boogers. And sometimes the eye snot will like crust up around his eyelashes during a nap. So we try to keep those cleaned out as often as possible. Now, a lot of people think, oh my God, he looks just like his dad. He doesn't. I think people get wrapped up in the almost bald head and light complexion. He actually looks like me as a baby. He will end up looking a lot like little Marcus. That's like little Marcus looked just like this. Eventually on Instagram, I'm gonna do a comparison picture of little Marcus as a newborn and him as a newborn. His little head's going everywhere. They look a lot alike, and people used to say the same thing about little Marcus. They would be like, oh, he looks just like his daddy. And now people are like, no, you know what? He does have your face. I always knew my son had my face. I think people just didn't expect me to have looked like this as a baby, but this is what I looked like. I was very white complected, and these were my facial features. The nose especially is mine, and I think the lips are mine too. I could be wrong about that, but I'm almost certain the lips are mine, and I never know where the eyes are going. I don't know. We'll find out. My father and my father's side of the family are very light complected people, so that's why I'm not shocked about this coloring of my child. What else you want me to tell him? He has explosive poops. Since he's only had breast milk, he has the seedy yellow poop that doesn't stink. It has like a little bit of a sweet smell. Almost smells like buttered popcorn. So sorry, that's a horrible way to describe poop, but that's the way I would describe it. So he gives me some really nice poops, don't you? He messes up his outfits multiple times in a day. What else you want me to tell him? He's very like sweet to people. He does not like to be held by people like they're going to breastfeed him. He doesn't like that hold unless you're going to breastfeed him. So I'm always like, no, hold him either looking at you or looking out, because if not, he doesn't want to eat. Ain't that right? I think the twins gave him a cold, so you hear all this mucus. He has a doctor's appointment on Friday. If it gets worse before then, I'll take him in but right now it's just mostly mucus, and I'm trying to keep him cleaned out with the bulb, make sure I don't hear anything happening in his chest, and as long as that doesn't happen, I think we're good. It's actually cleared up a whole lot, actually. Ain't that right? But yeah, he's a sweet baby. He's probably one of the, he's neck and neck with little Marcus. Little Marcus was the easiest baby ever, and he's right now been very easy. He's just quiet. He sleeps in a bassinet, and we co-sleep as well because I breastfeed him in the bed. But he'll take naps without being held, which I appreciate. Yes. He has extremely big hands and big feet, so he'll probably be one of the tallest of our kids. I think him and little Marcus will be neck and neck. Other than I have not noticed a dimple where they do that at. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe and share.